What's going on, y'all? Brother Doug here, and I'm sad to say it, but the year has come to an end. So with this video, I want to recap the year, if you don't mind, whether it's been music, movies, TV, the news, whatever. Before I move on with my list, I just want to say I really do appreciate every one of you for subscribing, liking the videos, sharing the videos, following me on Facebook and Twitter. Hey, that sounds like some kind of end saying I can do. Some kind of prologue or epilogue. But anyways, I just want to thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. I went from 300 subscribers last year to 700 and I want to say 56 this year. So even though we didn't reach our goal, this is supposed to be the year of 1,000. I still love you guys, no matter what. So maybe we'll get 1,000 next year. You never know. Only God knows, right? So let's get started with this list. All right, so let's start with movies. Last year, it was a tie between Avengers and Django. This year, coming in at number one, Fruitvale Station. Now, I don't like this movie just because it's a black movie, and I don't even like saying that most of the time now, black movie, because wait a minute, we don't have our own genre. It's like, you don't call an all-white cast a white movie, do you? So I just want to say a Bay Area movie, since I'm a Bay Area native, and this movie actually hit home with me. Just the story was just so compelling. It didn't really shine Oscar as the saint or thug. It just showed him as a normal person like you and I. So that was pretty awesome. And shout out to Ryan Coogler. One of my coworkers went to school with him. So hey, the Bay got to represent, right? And so the worst movie of the year that I thought was Iron Man 3. Let's see, everything from the weak-ass cameo, everything from, the Mandarin's twist, Rhodey barely being in the movie, aka Iron Patriot. It was just, I don't know, it just didn't really feel like an Iron Man movie. No AC/DC. I'm not even a rock fan. And I was like, wait, where the AC/DC at? How? Way the hell? Like, come on, man, where's that at? Now let's transition from the big screen all the way to the little screen. For best TV shows of 2013, a lot of good shows this year. Most of them have been like recurring seasons, like Walking Dead, Korra, Power Rangers, the whole nine, Scandal. But a new fresh show. Now this show started off kind of rocky, but it started picking itself up, and I can't wait till it debuts next month, January to be exact. So without further ado, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is my favorite show of the year. So with all shows, what show doesn't have a flaw? Come on. Not everybody's perfect. Now the worst TV show of the year has to go to Real Husbands of Hollywood. Not only because I'm not a Kevin Hart fan, it's just I saw an episode of my brother the other day. He was laughing, and I was sitting there emotionless, just. This is how it was for the entire show. We're talking music, yeah. The best album of the year would have to go to Nothing Was the Same, featuring my boy Drake. That album, man, my favorite song on there has to be Connect. Isn't it amazing how you talk about this shit and we still have communication? How beautiful our kids will be, girl. I don't need convincing, no. Oh, the idea is fun. Oh, no, y'all gonna get me singing. Don't get me started. Anyway, so that was the best album of the year. Best song would have to go to Chris Brown. I don't know why I did that. Why did I put Drake and Chris Brown in the same category? But I had to. So Don't Think They Know by Chris Brown and Aaliyah. Don't think they know about you. And best album will go to Drake. Nothing Was the Same. The worst song would have to go to that Macklemore song that Like the Ceiling Can't Hold Up. Now this year was also filled with memorable moments, like performances. Speaking of, Beyonce comes in at number one for best performance at Super Bowl. She shut it down. She took the power with her. Literal translation, because after she performed, the Super Bowl lights went out, Superdome. The worst performance actually goes to Miley Cyrus. Like, what the fuck was she doing up there? Let's talk about the news. Now, for news, there'd be a tie between Batman joining Superman and Man of Steel 2 and the Tommy returning to Power Rangers Megaforce, Super Megaforce to be exact. Well, that was kind of a given. Like, we knew he was going to return to Super Megaforce, but it was just, it was just exciting to see all those other past Rangers that we grew up with in the 90s, the Saban era, the real Saban era of Power Rangers, returning, reuniting, and, kicking ass, man. I can't wait for Super Megaforce. That episode. The worst news goes without saying. The Zimmerman verdict. Zimmerman being not guilty. Zimmerman being bullshit. It just goes to show that, it's tough being black in America. So my hearts and prayers and love still go out to the Martin family, George Zimmerman. One of my favorite moments that happened to me personally, that had nothing to do with movies or TV or anything in the entertainment industry. But let's see, my trip to New Orleans this year, for my brother's wedding, and just seeing, just experiencing what people went through during Katrina, visiting old Katrina homes and just seeing family I haven't seen in decades. And also going to WonderCon. Now, WonderCon is a toss-up. It has its moments and it has its flaws, and so I'm still gonna go to MorphCon next year. One of my worst experiences at WonderCon, I realized when I was talking to you guys about it, was that I went alone. And people were like, Doug, you can't go to these conventions alone. Well, excuse me for being a first-time attendee. So you learn from your mistakes, right? That's what life is about. Alrighty, so that's what I liked and disliked about 2013. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Do whatever you can to stay in contact with me. Make sure you guys have a blessed new year. I hope to see you guys in the new year. I'm going to be doing vlogs like crazy, just like I did this year. And look, I was consistent, just like I told y'all. We didn't get to 1,000, but we're going to get to 1,000 next year. I promise you on that. And I don't make promises I can't keep, just like I didn't promise that we would get to 1,000 this year, but we will next year. Watch. So only God knows. Other than that, y'all stay easy. Deuces.